It was unbelievably tough. Adolf Garland, who was the director of fighters for the Luftwaffe, said that you could shoot. Successor to its earlier light airline. There's very many, of course. The Avro Anson, designed with both safety in mind, to produce a fast, light transport aircraft for the feeder liners around Europe. Initially, it was used for that. But in 1936, the RAF were undergoing a massive expansion and it took reorganisation of what they called command and decision, which split the Air Force. Instead of home command and abroad and fighting area and all that sort of thing, you had fighter command, bomber command, coastal command, training command. Coastal command saw the potential of this aircraft straight away as a long intermediate range coastal control aircraft and pressed a number of Ansons into service fitted with a turret in the rear fuselage as, well, basically it was anti-submarine aircraft the coastal waters. Now, funnily enough, it didn't tend to be very good at that because it was very much in the way of their strategies and it was a bit short of legs as in the range. So both of these aircraft ended up being used because they have big capacious fuselages. You can sit a lot of student navigators, student bomb aimers, student radio operators, all the rest of your aircrew could be trained to do their jobs in the air, in the Anson and the Dragon Rapide.
Well, yes, it wasn't a very good anti-submarine aircraft. One of the Mark 1s actually dropped one of its 150-pound bombs on a submarine. Unfortunately, it was one of ours, and the wrong submarine.
Yeah, and one of ours, yeah. So, both of these aircraft ended up doing the same job during the Second World War. So you would find these things flying out of airfields all over the UK. Not pilots necessarily, although some pilots did do their training on Ansons. But the thing you'll notice about the Dragon Rapide is the nose gets very pointy. So there's only room for one pilot in there. You can't really swap controls in there. So it was navigators, radio operators, wireless operators, air gunners, because the Anson was fitted originally with a turret, as I said, in the rear fuselage. And some of the Rapides were fitted with an old World War I style cupola, with what was known as a scarf ring, same as you see on the Bristol fighter. So you could train air gunners in it as well.
I was very fortunate to fly in Bill Reed's
Now, after the war, the RAF service left service pretty quickly, many of them going back to what they were doing before the war, as light airliners, feeder liners, the Scottish Highlanders 69. And for that reason, largely it's known as the Faithful Annie, because they're very reliable, they're very easy to maintain, and they're just lovely aircraft to fly on top of anything else.
When I was preparing the notes for this show, I came upon a little fact that this aircraft that we're looking at now
actually flew for Kemp's aerial surveys. And in 1968, when I was a lad, I was given a free flight in that aircraft.
Good Lord.
At Southampton Airport when it was operating as Kemp's aerial surveys. Fantastic.
Very different power plants of the two aircraft. Lead aircraft there, Dragon Rapide, powered by a pair of 200 horsepower Gypsy 6s. Give it a maximum speed of about 157 miles an hour. But a much throatier sound from the Anson. Pair of 420 horse Armstrong Siddeley Cheetah 15 radial engines. Give you a maximum speed of 171 miles an hour. Just touching down in the Dragon Rapide. Our chief engineer here, Jean Munn. Many thanks to him for a very spirited display on that beautiful aeroplane. Somebody once described it to me as one of the world's only Art Deco aeroplanes. And as such it is. It really is a lovely thing. Although I will tell you a quick story about Ansons. Now, back in the day, Royal Air Force pilots had to wear shirts and ties, particularly when they were flying bad show other ones. Now, what happens when you're doing the cranky thing on the undercarriage wheel and your tie catches in the end? Well, the answer is, very slowly, your head gets lower and lower and lower in the cockpit. And because your tie is jamming it, you can't get your head back up again. Good game, Goose, come on. But he now couldn't see over the coaming. In the end, having been terrified witless by his first missed approach, the chap who was lying in the nose, looking through the little bomb aimer window in the nose, came up with a pair of scissors, cut his tie, and he landed normally.
My father was an engineer in the RAF during the war, and he was based down somewhere, I don't know where it was, down somewhere in Cornwall. And he was repairing Anson engines, and as was the thing that you did during those days, if you mended it, very often you had to go up and go with the pilot for the test flight. So they went up, did the test flight, and suddenly one of the engines stopped, and they very nearly didn't get in. And the pilot berated my father until he told him, "Sorry sir, it was the other engine that I mended."
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hand over now to the irrepressible